Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome all to Stadia News Scrub Down. This is my weekly show where I get to look around the interwebs and find some interesting articles, stories, videos, people complaining, people praising Stadia, all of that jive. And so, welcome. Let's see, make sure everything is working. It looks like it is. So let me switch over to my scrub down screen. A very old 1990s looking design there, like an old man. So yeah, for those of you guys who are new, welcome. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out the first hour maybe. We're going to be going through the Google Stadia. I'm sorry, through the Google search, looking for Google Stadia. We hit the news for the past week and we sort by date. So as you can see, in fact, I'm going to hit refresh because I kind of searched that earlier. So the last story was 4 minutes ago. And so we get the latest and greatest. It's a lot of, because we're looking for specifically Google Stadia, it's going to be a lot of articles that talk about cloud service in general and Google Stadia being mentioned. Sometimes is directly connected to Stadia, like article reviews of Stadia, and sometimes some games get put up as like, so if there's a new game or a new update, if you know how at the end they say available in these platforms or whatever, so sometimes we get that type of news. And so yeah, so it's not normally too crazy over results because Stadia, the Stadia community, the interest in Stadia is still kind of growing, so it's not super massive. But we're gonna go article by article and see what kind of piques our interest, and if we find something interesting, then we'll go ahead and read it out and check it out and all of that jive. I'm starting to sound like and all of those and all of that. I gotta stop using jive. I already sound old, so not the best way to show. Okay, so let me make sure. I think I forgot something. Did I forget something? Um, I think we're good. All right, so let's go ahead and see. For first story, Destiny 2 will be getting a mobile spin-off, according to somebody. See, this is a perfect example of what I just said, where because it's Destiny 2 and they usually put in available on PC, PlayStation, blah blah blah, then Google Stadia shows up. But it sounds like PUBG Mobile. I guess any really big popular game is gonna eventually end up on mobile, which it's interesting because I was talking about this in Cowboy Show, but it seems like that's gonna be one of the big benefits of having cloud services. That even Diablo 2, Diablo Immortals, I think, the one that just came out, when I downloaded it, since I didn't have good internet where I did my military training, everybody was playing Diablo. And I downloaded it and it was 2 gigs. So because the internet was so on and off and I would have to go to a certain spot, it took forever to download. And then when I was there, I had like 1 or 2 updates that had to get re-downloaded. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see if, for example, Destiny 2 that's playable on Stadia for free, if that's gonna affect the Destiny 2 mobile version of it. Um, and it's also gonna be interesting to see if PUBG Mobile is going to see any kind of dip when Stadia is available in third world countries where PUBG Mobile is massive, like in Latin America and India, Asia. So it's gonna be an interesting day when Stadia and other gaming platforms drop in these huge mobile markets. Does that make sense? So is it gonna go up slowly as it gains popularity? Is it gonna be a huge spike? Are people aware of it already and they're just waiting for it to be available for them? Is it gonna be a huge spike? Is I know the internet should be all right, like in major cities, um, but is internet in the rural areas too so bad that it's still beneficial for them to download the game, the mobile version of the game, rather than try to play it on Stadia or GFN or these platforms that require a constant signal. You know what I mean? Plus, technically, for most of those games, you still need the internet to play them. PUBG Mobile, there's no really huge game like that that's like including Fortnite that is that offers offline play, right? Am I right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I couldn't play. There's a few times where I wanted to play Diablo, and with no signal, I couldn't even launch it. Not launch it, but start it. All right, so FIFA 23. Here's the complete soundtrack, and it's available on. Okay, so FIFA 23 is coming. These guys show up a lot. Game News 24, they show up a lot. They must just pump. They must just pump out articles like crazy. And then we've seen a few where is that publish or that website, and then right next to that one is another one with the exact same everything, title, uh, uh avatar, not avatar, but the thumbnail. But it's a different website, so they probably own a bunch of them. When will Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty release next year? What platforms will... Okay, Marvel's Avengers gets a classic Black Widow skin. I gotta go back to that game, man. I do like Black Widow the most out of everybody because she can go invisible. She can she can either pull in a bad guy or get close to a bad guy very expeditiously. And she's got different types of... I think the ability to go really close to a bad guy and also be able to keep your distance for those kinds for those enemies that are, you know, big and powerful. It's probably my favorite part. I can't think of anybody else that can do that. Maybe Captain Marvel with her long arms and stuff. Maybe she can do something like that. Iron Man can, I think, can shoot some stuff off his hands. I haven't really played that. I have trouble controlling Iron Man and Cap no and who else flies, and Thor. Yeah, I haven't gotten used to the flying. White Xbox Series X spotted in a Logitech commercial. Okay. 4 reasons why you should buy the new $30 Chromecast. So that's pretty good. I already have the $50 one and the Ultra, the older one. So I don't really have a need for this. Plus, I have a spare. If something happens, I have an Ultra right there. But yeah, it's good that they have it available for $30. The only issue that I have with the Chromecast is that most TVs are smart TVs now. And older TVs that aren't smart, they're stupid TVs, are getting are basically getting dumped. You know what I mean? I can't think of any newer TVs. Maybe like the real cheap, you know, 60, 70, $80 ones. But even some of those have casting capabilities. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how successful these I guess if you have a TV that doesn't support the latest Stadia app, then obviously it's like a $30 console. But I have a feeling that with Samsung and then LG, you know, bringing game hubs to their customers, I have a feeling that it's not going to be too long before a lot of the TVs, especially the ones that use Android-based operating systems, is going to be able to launch right off the bat. Hello, Johnny Robot. Cool name, man. Chromecast is good upgrade for older firmware on a smart TV. Yeah, so like my TV is not that old. I bought that mine. I guess it's relative. I bought mine in the beginning of the pandemic when we got stuck at home and we had a little tiny TV, basically the size of my computer monitor. And so we got that a little bit overkill. I think it's like a 65-inch TV, and I can't put Stadia on it natively. It's a Samsung TV, and it didn't have that capability. And I think now I haven't really checked to see if I can update the firmware, but I'm pretty sure early 2020 is not going to be one of those models that can update so that I can install the Stadia app. But again, as I mentioned, I have the Google TV, the Chromecast with Google TV attached to the TV, the Chromecast Ultra attached to the TV, and I have a small little PC that I used before the whole Stadia thing. That I can, it's basically a PC, so I can do the same what I'm doing here. I can do over there. You know what I mean? I haven't tried to see if it plays 4K though on that PC. I haven't really tested it so much because I have the other Chromecast, but yeah, that makes sense. So that makes sense. So maybe if you have a TV that's a couple years old, it still works, it's still big and bright and colorful, then a $30 upgrade would be the best option. You know what I mean? D&D Spelljammer, most powerful ships in combat. Dungeons and Dragons, right? I'm confused. Is Dungeons and Dragons a video game? I know it's I know that it's a board game, but is it also a video game? I've never seen any kind of video game gameplay on it. Yeah, mine has stopped getting firmware updates, so I just use Chromecast. Also, it is good with kids for monitor. Oh, that's true. Oh, that is true actually, because you can't mix. You're smart, man. Yeah, you can I can't put my daughter's accounts on the Chromecast because I have my account on there, and it warns you, it tells you can't even on my phone. You can't, not on my phone, but so I have an old phone where I put my daughter's Google account, and when I try to log in to use my stuff on her phone, like if I'm just do some testing, it won't let me. It'll give me a warning that you can't mix adult accounts with kids ones. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where I saw it too. I'm pretty sure I saw it on the Chromecast, but I gotta check it out. FIFA 23 Ultimate Team. Uh, I'm assuming that people that buy FIFA 23 after they bought FIFA 22 are just hardcore fans. Because I have FIFA 21 and that still looked pretty good when I played it. So I don't really, for me, myself, and I don't see an incentive to buy FIFA 23 anytime soon. Cyberpunk 2077 new mod unlocks additional graphics. Yeah. So I was talking about it and just keeping it real, keeping it 100, like Cowboy says. Yeah, I mean, I've noted. Okay, so I'm kind of used to Stadia staying at about 720, 1080 on a good day. But then Luna it's been clean this entire time. Uh, Recently, to be fair, it is recently. Even when it came out of beta and I had access to it, it was okay. There was some lags, there was some skipping, but yeah, I haven't seen any of that in the last 2 or 3 streams. But to be fair, I play Stadia 10 times before I play one. I do 10 Stadia streams before I do one Luna stream, so there's more likelihood for it to bug out. Hey, Michelle, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, so welcome. So this is my Friday show. We're gonna look at some news here. New mod. So last week there was a lot of Cyberpunk 2077, and I had just finished Rage 2 and Rage 2 just kind of on my own. I wasn't really streaming it, and then Far Cry 5 on my Spanish channel. And so it was time for me to pick a new game. And because I won this game, Cyberpunk 2077, shout out to Rock. I won it on his show. Uh, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start it. And it's a really good game, man. Really good game. Last night I was playing it and I was just shooting like random strangers so I can get all the cops after me. And I was trying to see if I could beat the cops without running away, without actually leaving the area. Because that's how you beat the cops, right? You get out of the area where you committed the crime. And I did it like 10 times and it got heavy. I think on one of them I must have killed, I don't know, 20, 30 cops, and they just kept coming and they got worse and worse. And then once you die, all those bodies that you're supposed to be able to collect weapons and money and stuff from, they disappear because you get backtracked to the last save point. So I probably wasted about 2 hours of trying to beat the cops. You can't beat the cops, but I took some clips where like there's literally like two or three cops left, and I figure, okay, maybe if I get rid of these two, they're just that. And then I would go really slow, right? I would go really slow to do a headshot, and then I would shoot, and the head would just move like that. I was like, what? It's like that's impossible. And then I would get frustrated with that. I would like the head would just go left and right like this and just miss the headshot, just conveniently. And so I'm like, let's see if we can miss this. And I would run up to them with a shotgun, go center mass of the body. Man, if that Cyberpunk 2077 wasn't right next to me, I'll probably get shut down for violent depictions or something. But anyways, so center mass of the body with a shotgun, and his whole body would just go shift like this, like a glitch. It would just go bloop, bloop. I'm like, that's impossible. And I would hit him square in the face with a shotgun and then take away like 1 HP. So I'm like, man, I don't know. I guess you weren't meant to do that. So that's their fix for people like me that enjoy shooting. let me not say that. Somebody's gonna clip some of these audio bits and gonna get me in trouble. Talking about a video game, guys. Google's budget Chromecast HD arrives. HD compared to 4K, so that's the difference. So 4K is $50 with the little remote, and the HD, which is 1080 max, is $30. I don't know. I guess if you have a 1080 TV, you don't need to spend the other $20. Yeah, the matrix moves. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm gonna put up those clips as shorts. It's so funny, man. Like you can see my reticle is like right on the head. I shoot, and then as soon as I hit the trigger, the head goes like that. Like, really? Come on, bro. Come on. It was funny. It was frustrating, but it was funny. Okay, Logitech has announced its G Cloud gaming handheld device. So I knew this was gonna pop up. This is the hot ticket item right now. Hey, Caliber Killer, what's up, man? With your fancy name. Welcome back, man. Appreciate you stopping by again. Let's see. So this is a hot ticket item here. Logitech has announced its G Cloud. It looks really nice, though. I'm not gonna lie. It looks really nice. But I feel like it's this Nintendo Switch Lite. I feel like this is this is $200, and we know what kind of games you can put on here, and then we know they have free to play games. So $200 for something like that. This one right here seems like it's a little bit bigger, might be a little bit lighter. I'm not super sure. It looks thinner, flatter. But its regular price is going to be 350. Right now, if you do like an early pre-order, you get it for like 250. So it's $50 more than that. I don't know. So the biggest problem that people are having with this one is the price. That's what it seems like. I think that's the same price. That's the same problem that I have. But even at Nintendo Switch prices, which like Nintendo Switch Lite prices, I don't think I would get it anyways because I already have that Switch. I have the big Switch. I have my phone with a Kishi and a Stadia controller with the little tiger hook or whatever they call that. But I'm not gonna read through this because there's tons of channels covering it right now. But it looks nice. I guess because it's sponsored by like Nvidia and Xbox. That they have the Xbox controller layout, which is the same as the Switch with the buttons, letters kind of flipped, like Stadia, like Xbox. But I don't know. It looks clean. I like it, but I have a feeling that the one, it's a little too expensive for me, and two, that my hands are gonna be too big for it. You know what I mean? So this one actually has a case that adds this bump right here. So without this case, it would just be flat, and then my hand can't handle that. It's just I would eat it up with my hand. So uh, same thing with the regular Switch. I bought those big controllers. Hey, already exist. Welcome, buddy. Thank you for being here, man. Oh, we got to six quick. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you. I'm gonna try my best to keep it as interesting as I can, but I'm a slow reader, man. You gotta, you gotta give me, you gotta give me a little bit of slack. My English is not so good, you know. So yeah, 349 MSRP. Pre-order for 299. Yeah, 299 is tough for me. I mean, to be honest, if it was $100, it wouldn't be worth it for me. Just because of the options that I already have. But I do get the point. I do get some people's argument that, like when I am playing on Stadia on my phone, I get phone calls or I get text or I get notifications, and that gets annoying, especially because as soon as you come off the Stadia screen, it has to reload back up. It's kind of weird. Uh, so I can see the benefit of that, but I don't play on my phone all the time. Yeah, and then when I don't, it's I have to switch. So we'll see. Well, maybe I can use like maybe I can buy like a used once it comes out and everything. I use a model once somebody gets tired of their own. It's a 10-cent collab. Yeah, well, on the technology side, it was Logitech and 10-cent, right? And then on the not software but the publisher side, I guess you can say, the you know how Ubisoft was kind of like a supporter of Stadia. So on the supporter side, you got Xbox and Nvidia, I think, GeForce Now. I would just use my last year's cell phone with my Razr. Yeah, I mean, I have phones. Like I just showed you my Switch Lite that I don't use. This phone has no buttons, but it still works. And my daughter was messing with it. I think it's been on the whole time. There's no button for me to turn it off, so either just let the battery die, or I have to get something super skinny and push the power button. And then this is the one. This is my old phone that I let my daughter use, and it's a bigger phone than my current one, I think. And so I can play Stadia on that one if I wanted to, because my daughter's not allowed to have a cell phone until she's 50 years old, until she's 30. 30. To be fair, I'm a nice guy, so when she's 30, I can give her a cell phone. Hey, Windstar, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. Hope you. Oh, actually, guys, so so I got a job, a really good job. It's almost surreal, uh, it's. I'm almost like I almost feel guilty talking about it because some people are struggling, looking for work. So I was telling my wife that. She's like, "Oh, how do you feel about it?" I'm like, "Man, I almost feel guilty because it's a crazy good job. It's remote, a lot of money compared to previous jobs, and a lot of travel, which I like. Um, but I was telling my wife that I didn't know how to feel about it because I basically did nothing and I got it. And she's like, "Well, you have 24 years of service, and you build relationships, so that's kind of how I justify it." Um, oh, nice! I just got my army chair for when I go to my training. Noise. That's an audio thing. Hey, I have a little audio mixer because sometimes I want to hear music without uh streaming it, without having you guys hear it. Uh, or like I don't know. I got the audio thing so I can mix it. So when I switch to the Nintendo Switch, I can't hear the audio on real time. I have to get like a delay. But anyways, she just gave me that. But yeah, so back to this job. Yeah, it's almost ridiculous how good this job is. And so, consider myself lucky. I've been extremely lucky. Even when I was unemployed, I had the military to give me some training. I had unemployment when the pandemic hit, and because I had a business, I had some advantages because pre-pandemic, I was a business, or I am a business owner. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous, man. I do feel guilty that how easy it came. But hey, I got a family to feed, so I can't feel too bad about it. Traveling, no, bro, all over the Pacific, bro. Like some of the companies. So I got the offer letter yesterday, and then some of the countries that get listed are, whew, man, Thailand, Australia, Philippines. It's gonna be berserks, bro. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah. So thanks, Winstar. I appreciate that. I do feel guilty, man. I do feel guilty. I feel like that there's too much money for me, but and with my wife, because she even got lucky, man. When I trained her, she didn't know anything about photography. She didn't even want to be a part of the photography industry, especially the Japanese photography industry, because she's Japanese, so there's a hierarchy. But I'm like, yeah, but you're not working for them. You're not their employee. You're somebody who's, you're helping them with their business. They're helping you with your business. So that kind of helped her, kind of encourage her to get started. And now, bro, she's charging 400 an hour, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. So we've been like super lucky, even when we feel like we're not. So, yeah, Michelle. Amen. Yeah. So count your blessings, guys. It's life is it's like a roller coaster, man. You're gonna have your low points. You're gonna have your high points. Just try to stay in the middle, man. Don't get too big headed when you're up on top, and don't forget that when you're down low, when you're down in the gutter, it's temporary. Just gotta keep pushing through. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm supposed to start on the 2nd, October 2nd. So it's a remote work, and I think the owner, my main boss, the big boss, my first line leader is gonna be here. Happens to be a good friend, but the main boss, which I used to work with him 20 years ago in the army. Yeah, 20 years ago. That's how he was comfortable hiring me. Um, he's in Florida. He's in the East Coast. I think Florida, and so we'll see. Depending on how the schedule works, I might have to like work early in the morning, and then I could be able to keep the streams up at the same time. But you know how I am, guys. I'm gonna switch it around. If I get tired of streaming, I'm not gonna stream. If I, have the urge to stream, I'm gonna stream. And if you got any of you that are content creators, I suggest you do the same thing. Don't push yourself. Don't force yourself to do something you don't want to do, because then you're gonna hate it. You don't want to hate something you're having fun with, right? But I'm freezing, y'all. Oh, for real? You just told me that like a couple days ago the weather was like 80 something, and now it just turned on you. Is it really like that? Because I had somebody else posted. I think Ryzak on Twitter posted it was 90 degrees yesterday and 50 something today or something crazy. I'm like, what is it like that? Is it that big of a switch? Thanks, all already exists. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm happy. I'm happy. You better buy your wife some exotic plants. Oh, that's right. You know about this, bro. She just got a box full of stuff for her plants. She dropped me off. I had a wedding yesterday, so she dropped me off to the wedding. When she picked me up, the bag was full of plant pots, and like some kind of like plant food and soil. It's ridiculous. Cloud gaming deal for me is saving money with not having to get a gaming system, so I'm not feeling these high price cloud gaming handhelds. Yeah, same here, man. I really only did Stadia because I got the 2 free months, and right before it canceled, we were still locked in. We're locked down for the pandemic, because this was back in April 2020. So April, what's after April? May, right? March, April. Yeah, April, May, and I was gonna cancel in May, and I'm like, you know what? I'll keep it. And then I haven't canceled since. So, oh, thanks already exist. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. It's a 63 today, but the wind is a little so yeah. So actually, the temperature here in Hawaii isn't bad. And the humidity is what kind of bumps it up a little bit too much sometimes. Like yesterday, I streamed yesterday after the wedding, and because I was out in the sun and I was laying down on the grass, and the humidity coming off the grass is heavy, so I was just exhausted afterwards. And I tried to stream, and you can tell I was tired. There's a clip where I got spooked on the game that I was playing. and but I upload it. I'll upload it later on. It was here 2 days ago. It was hot. Now it's almost Jack. Oh, for real? Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, he's in Canada, so I don't know which. I don't know if he's East Coast, West Coast, but I mean, even if you're West Coast, you're up on the top. So, but yeah. Anyways, guys, sorry about that tangent. Yeah. Let's keep it rolling here. Google quietly launches the new, cheaper version. Okay. Gaming in vivid colors on a slim screen thanks to OLED. Logitech G announces cloud-based gaming handheld. Yeah, I just can't see myself buying them. You know what I mean? And somebody made a point. If I'm gonna buy this one, I'm already, let's say I missed the pre-order window, which I will. I'm already at 350. Might as well just do 400 for the Steam Deck. Since that's the hype right now. But I can't justify the Steam Deck, so therefore I can't justify this. How to play FIFA early. If you get the Ultimate Edition on Stadia, then you get it. You get to play FIFA 3 days earlier, I think. Cyberpunk 2077 successful again and records record. Yeah, it's funny how I decided to play it because it was a coincidence that I won Cyberpunk 2077. The animation came out and almost everybody instantly started playing Cyberpunk 2077 when I started. Oh, and then I had finished those other two games. So yeah, it's very interesting how things work out. You can surf on the lake today. You can, but I thought you said it's too cold. Oh, because oh, I see what you're saying. Because the wind is picking up the waves. Oh, that's right. Because the lake. That went over my head for the first couple seconds. James can. Oh, remember, guys. So I told you guys last week. So let me tell you again. So if you go to epicgames.com, there's 2 more games that are free. Thankfully this game is on I'm sorry, this show is on Fridays, so the free games normally come out on Thursday. So right now you can get Ark Survival, Evolved, and Gloomhaven. So this one is, so we already have it on Stadia. It was, oh man, it was buggy, and I don't know what this one is, but I claimed it because you never know. And then these are the ones that are coming next week, so I'll tell you guys then. I'll remind you then. Face it, gaming hard on PC will get more and more expensive. Exactly. See, that's what we're talking about. Caliber Killer. You know what I mean? It's gonna get more and more expensive. What are the graphic cards now? Like $2,000? It's crazy. Like I posted something on Twitter when I went to the military store. Hit that like button, guys. I see 7 people. Just I'm not ashamed to ask if you're enjoying this show. Hit that like button for me. So anyways, I went to the commissary or to the little military shopping center, and they had the 3090 GPUs, 3090 for 50% off, and it was still $1,000. Isn't that crazy? Vibing Cat, welcome back, man. Welcome back. Is it Vibing Cat? It looks like you have a mouse on your avatar. Is it a mouse or a cat? Cute one though. So yeah, a 3090 50% off is $1,000. That's insane. Crazy. That's a cat. Cute cat. Your PX has all the good stuff. Yeah, well, it's the NEX, but if I say NEX, I feel like people don't know what that means. So the Navy Exchange, where the PX is the post exchange for Army and Air Force, the NEX is for the Navy, and then the MCX is for the Marines. I don't know what the Coast Guard use. Logitech, FIFA 23. The closer we get to the FIFA 23 launch, the more articles we start seeing. Google News, okay, and then the Chrome. So far, right now, the big ones are Cyberpunk 2077, the Logitech gaming thing coming up, the the cheaper Chromecast, and whatever the other one was. Oh, and FIFA 23. The Man City player who has earned himself a 92 rated FIFA. I don't know what that means. Ted Lasso. And what does this have to do with? If you subscribe to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you may also get access to EA Play. FIFA 23 will be releasing. Oh, okay. Logitech, G Cloud, FIFA 23. That's so. This is the most random thing. Ted Lasso. Oh, is he a character in the FIFA 23 or something? That's interesting. Destiny 2. Wow. A little light on news this week. Embracer was unpleasantly surprised by the low ratings of the. I don't have Saints Row rebooted or whatever, relaunched. But it seemed like people were having fun with it. I guess so. It depended, yeah. I have a question about Stadia. Go ahead, Vibing Cat. We got some Stadia experts in the chat today. Recall that upon the announcements of the release to restart. I guarantee you this is going to be. I don't want to be turn negative, but I guarantee you that the next time that we find out a AAA is not coming to, or a AAA is coming to Stadia, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, but then it's gonna be just as bad as Saints Row. I can already, I'm already guessing what the next argument is gonna be on why Stadia is not the best. I wasn't interested. Sorry. Google Stadia rolls out 1440p cloud gaming service. Google Stadia is rolling out. Okay, so 1440. My computer doesn't. If I show you guys my Stadia, my Stadia app, it won't let me choose 1440 or 4K on this computer. I can play 4K only on my Chromecast. Will Stadia remove the subscription soon or never? For the Stadia Pro, I think that's how they make their money, Vibing Cat. So I don't think they're ever going to remove it, which is actually kind of good because all this talk about Stadia dying, Stadia dead, or whatever, that's obviously not true, since otherwise I wouldn't be able to use it. I think that's what's going to kind of keep it running. I don't know if they're ever going to like raise the price or anything, but this is the benefit of going pro. Okay, aside from the fact that you get 4K if your computer or your device can handle it. Yeah, 5.1. I don't really care about that stuff. What I like is that if you go on pro, like there's a link in the description, you can get 2 free months. If you do it without the link, you get 1 free month still. But if you do it with that link in the description of this video, you get 2 free months. And so that's immediately 50, somewhere around 50 games on top of the free-to-play games like PUBG and like Outcasters and stuff like that. So you get about 50 games plus those 9, so about 60 games that you can play right off the bat. And then if you stay subscribed, then every month they're going to add games to it. Originally, I think they were only saying 1 or 2, I forget, but now they're averaging about 5 or 6 games each month. And so even though you might have like 50 pro games this month, you're going to have like, let's say 55 then the following month, and then 60 the month after that, and so on, right? But then if, let's say 3 months from now or 4 months from now, you have, 70 games, if somebody signs up for that month, then they're only going to have the 50. Yeah. So the longer you stay with it, the more games that you keep. And when those games come out of the Stadia library, right, because they always have around 50 games, when they come out of the library, you get to keep it as long as your subscription is active. So no, I don't think they're going to get rid of it. I think that's the only way. That's probably the best way for them to make money on top of game sales. But I think game sales are probably not, I don't know. It might be just as good. I'm not sure. But it seems like pro subscription is probably the best way to go with Stadia. What up, Cherryman Gaming? Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Stadia, as I always say, keeps evolving. Yeah, it's going to keep getting better and better, man. Even if you leave it, man, just come back a year later. I guarantee you it's going to be better. It's going to be better. You know what I mean? People get disillusioned because of this or because of that. Their favorite game's not coming. Like, yeah, but it didn't cost you anything. So go ahead and take a break, come back. Just like this, I love content creating. I love being here on YouTube with you guys, hanging out. But some days I don't want to do it, so then I just take a break. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I love my wife. No, you guys know what's coming up next. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get in trouble with you guys. Facebook virtual reality headset is overkill. Yeah, not for $400 now, but that's how life works. Yeah. Yeah. I had to look back real quick. She was here earlier, so I was like, oh, I felt like the wind kind of just. All right, over 1 million users have played Cyberpunk 27 daily. Oh, wow, and including me. I'm one of those. All right, so I'm gonna. It looks like we're getting similar stories, so I'm just gonna kind of flip through. Remember, Scrub. This is the name of the show. Scrubbed. New Scrub down. So I'm gonna go ahead and scrub through it. Uh, okay, a new Black Widow. I'm gonna go back to play that game just for that new Black Widow skin. New Logitech. Believe it or not, Ted Lasso. Okay, and AFC Richmond are coming to FIFA 23. Oh, look at that. Australian, $450 Australian dollars for that device. It looks worse when you when you see it like that, yeah. Can you play Judgment on the Steam Deck? Let's ask Winstar. Winstar, can you play Judgment on Steam Deck? By the way, guys, Winstar and bro, man, I don't know why I'm so bad with remembering names. Don't tell me. Winstar and Main Games. They have a new show. Yeah, I got you. They got a new channel. I'm sorry, a new channel, and then they both have the Steam Deck. I think you guys play cloud games on there too, right? But they're testing a lot of the games on there, so you guys check it out. Winston, I'm not gonna lie, man. When I watched one of your videos, because I know Main Games has that kind of like that rhythm, that flow. You're way different when you're live. When you sounded good, man. The way you review those games, I'm assuming you're reading something, right? And then did you practice it? Like, did you kind of not memorize it, but did you kind of get it down? Because you sound smooth, bro. I think those videos are gonna get. I mean, they're already getting more views than my videos, but with that kind of delivery, you guys are gonna get some nice little chunk of the Steam Deck audience with that. Yeah, practice and redo it often. Okay, yeah. You sounded good, man. Good job. Yeah. I can't no matter how many times I've practiced. If I show you guys one of my like pre-recordings videos, I mean, there's so many mistakes, and I try different deliveries now, and that's where I kind of start respecting actors and like all these announcers. It's not that easy, man. I guess with practice you get better, but first I try to write a script, and then I try to read it, and then I'm like, okay, it's not working, let me memorize it, and I try to memorize it, and I would keep making my mistakes. I got tired of it, so then I just rather do this live, and all these ums and hays and don't bother me as much anymore. Kai's in the house. I saw you streaming earlier, but I was driving with my kids, so uh I wasn't able to join you. Yeah, I practice and redo it. What's up, chat? What's up? I said I was going to get the next time it went on sale. It looks nice, but I just can't. I'm too cheap. Maybe with this new job, I'll be balling and I can buy whatever, whatever I feel like. Oh, snap! New channel. Yeah, check him out. Hey, Winstar, you're a mod, so go ahead, drop your channel on here, man. We got some people. That enjoy what do you call? What do you call? Devices. Hold on. Let me see if I can. If you have it, go ahead and do it and drop it in, man. We're gonna run into your videos. Oh, actually, yeah, you search for Stadia, so maybe not. But after this part of the show, we do YouTube videos, and so I don't know. We might get a couple of your videos. What's up with Ted Lasso? I heard it's a really good game, but I mean a really good show, but I've never watched even previews of it. Level up your gaming with O2's game-changing switch up. What's O2's? There we go. So check them out, guys. Subscribe. They're fresh, right out of the oven. New channel. So let's try to support those of us in the community. What is this one? See, I would rather get a really good controller where my phone fits. Right now, the one that I have, the Kishi, I have to take my case off, and it feels like the more I take my case off, the more likelihood that I'm gonna drop it and break it. That's the only thing I don't like. But I also don't want to get a Bluetooth based one. So if we can get one where the Type C port can adjust in and out, so that you can, if it fits any phone, with case and all that, that'd be nice. Thanks, Kai. Thank you. Support our boys, man. For years. Oh, Kai also has a channel too. She does a lot of Chariot Man Gaming and Kai. You guys might like each other's content. So Chariot Man Gaming. We call it CMG. He does some Switch stuff too. For years now, the lines between PC gaming and mobile gaming have been blurry. Hold on, what am I reading? Level up your gaming with O2's game-changing Switch Up. Is that the name of the device? Switch Up? What? If you want to know more, head over to the official O2. It won't even let me link. Now I'm curious. Oh, that's a bad article, man. Come on. You gotta put in pictures. What is a Switch Up? I don't know what that is. The best phone and best. Oh, okay. It seems like it's like a service where you can upgrade your phone after so many times. Okay. All right. I don't know what that has to do with Stadia, but okay. Android TV doubles European smart TV market share. Ooh. What time the FIFA 23 web app is out today? Alien Invaders will wait. The cooperative shooter from... Oh, actually, hey, I won this game. I know it's coming to Pro, but I won it. So when they asked me, remember they did that raffle. They asked me which code I wanted, so told them Stadia. When they send me the code, I might do like a special stream when this game comes out, and then I'll raffle it off. For those of you guys who don't have Stadia Pro. But yeah, lucky me. See, I'm telling you guys, I'm lucky. So I won that game. From space launches, launch to November until now. Launched? No, moved to November, right? Yeah, 3rd November. A month later, not bad. Dope subs. Thanks, Prima. I appreciate the shout out. I will check him out right now. So Kai is a girl. She's a very pretty girl, and California girl living in the East Coast. But yeah, she's very entertaining. Very entertaining. She does a lot of she does a lot of streams for franchises that I don't really like understand. Like the one you're doing right now, Kai. To be honest, I have no idea what level 1 original something. I have no idea what you're talking about. I just assume that it's I watch you because you're entertaining, and I assume that it has something to do with like what is the first. Well, I know Pokemon, but you're doing some streams right now where there's a challenge, right? You're doing like first version or original version or something like that. And so I'm gonna assume that they're like the very, very first Pokemon that were introduced without using any of the latest ones. That's what my assumption is, but I just kind of been watching your streams just for your reactions to when you get spooked. First gen Pokemon only. So those are like the OG Pokemon that came out. Is Pikachu one of them? Oh, okay. So I got it. Okay. Yeah, I'm to be honest, I was kind of fuzzy on it. The first 150 Pokemon. Oh, okay. So it's challenging because they're not that powerful. He's the OG, man. That's the only one really that I know. Everybody else was from like Pokemon Go, and I forgot already. Yeah, so that's what she's doing right now in her channel. And then on Saturdays, which I think I'm free this Saturday, Kai, if you want to try to schedule something. We do Animal Crossing. We did a couple of Animal Crossing co-streams, collabs. But yeah, hit me up. I'll send you my number. So Geek the Sneak is in the house, man. Geek the Sneak is getting around in chat and in the US. uh, challenging. There aren't that many of them, and yes, some aren't so powerful. Yeah. See, I wouldn't be able to do that because I don't know what the original 150 are. So I guess I'd just be cheating. Yeah, it is tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. Let me know. Yeah, we can pick five easier items. So what we did 2 weeks ago is we each picked five items from the Animal Crossing catalog, and then she streamed and I streamed, and simultaneously while we were on Discord, we try to find the five item or the 10 items total. The first two times that we did it was like boom, 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 and then the second time we just missed out. We picked too hard of items that we couldn't finish it, and I had to go. But um, oh yeah, today yeah. But this time we're gonna pick easier items so that we can finish it off in one stream instead of having to go all day. 7 games that are just too dark. So my honest opinion about the Luna games is that a lot of them just seem really dark. And then maybe that's why I haven't been playing it as much, even though I was supposed to do more streams of Luna this month. But yeah, a lot of them just seem like horror games or like, like those kind of Dark Soul type games. And they're okay. I'm not against them. Like, what is it? The Devil May Cry 5. That's a good game, but it's one of those kind of dark, kind of demon style games. So it says From Space needs a little more time. It's actually ready to go. But they didn't want to launch the same weekend as FIFA 23 because they will get no new news coverage. So I think they pushed it back a month, or yeah, pushed it back a month, so that way when they do come out, there's not like this huge competitor taking them out. You know what I mean? It's like, imagine two big movies coming out on the same weekend. One of them's gonna win. You know what I mean? One of them is going to take the win out of the other one. How to play crossplay in FIFA 23. It comes with Stadia automatically. LGG2 game on how to play Forza Horizons. I'm an OG and an OG's recognize OG, so that's part is easy. Everything else is a challenge. Yeah. And you're undefeated so far? Plus, it's a turn-based game too. I'm still getting used to the turn-based games. That's the main reason why I haven't bought those Pokemon games. Can't wait for more Steam Deck content. Yeah, Windstar's putting them out. I was trying to find a cool saying, but dishing them out. Something. Resident Evil. Let's go. Are you on hiatus? No, he's on the Geek Disney. Go up and look for a link. That's Winstar and Main Games new Steam Deck channel. Check it out. They got a bunch of good videos on there on the games that can play on the Steam Deck. I had to take a break from the dark games I played. Was starting to have an effect on me. Yeah, so that's the thing too. Yeah, Kai. That's why I haven't really been playing Luna as much. Just imagine like those kinds that you've been playing, Little Nightmares, Walking Dead, all those types of games. I've been working on a new channel with Maine. There it is. Nice. Kai, I think actually, you know what? Let me take that. Hold on. Let's see if we can make it work. Hold on, so I don't forget. What do I do? Click here. Click there. And then if you put exclamation mark Kai, her link should come up to her channel. I'm gonna do the same thing with the WinStar so I don't forget. Hold on. So we go to Cloudbot, commands, WinStar, Win. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. I'm a slow typer too. Okay. Let's see if it works. So we go exclamation mark wind. That could be misconstrued. There it is. There you go, guys. So next time, if you forget his channel, exclamation mark wind, and his Steam Deck channel is gonna pop up. Co-op shooter from space. Okay, Stadia adds support for social emojis. That's kind of cool. I haven't really been on the social part of Stadia for a while, but that's a good thing to. I'm assuming at some point they're gonna have comments and like reshares and stuff like that. Stadia improves its image quality and confirms that it. Huh? Oh, okay. 1440. Dead Island 2 is another one, man. These games are popular, bro. Like all the zombies and like zombie killing and stabbing people in the neck. Those games are crazy popular. TV and cloud gaming market size 2022. I saw that one before. LG Amazon engineer adds LTR encode support to open. I don't know what that means. I think we're out of news already. This was a slow week. Back to boost your network. I bought a whole Nighthawk Nest system for my Wi-Fi 6 setup, and it didn't do too much of it didn't make too much of a difference, which kind of sucks because it wasn't cheap. I think that's it. Last page. Control part Google made a big mistake by canning the something. I did notice a lot of people were hating on Stadia because they weren't part of this new cloud device. I don't think it's gonna happen, but what if Stadia was coming up with their own? You know what I mean? Because their own Android, this new cloud device is running on Android, which is owned by Google. So I don't see what I don't think it's a reach to say maybe once they figure out the numbers, maybe how they'll keep an eye on what kind of sales this new device gets, and if it's successful, they're just gonna launch their own, just like the Pixel, this week. And then I thought you could do by upload date. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep it as relevance because I think if I do by upload time, it's gonna be a bunch of streams. So relevance sometimes gives me the news videos and stuff. Go with Netgear Orbi Primo Wi-Fi 6 mesh. Well, I already spent the money, man. So it's kind of like, unless I sell this one, I don't think I can convince myself to buy another one. I literally had to add a whole bunch of coaxial so I can get the router right here next to my computer, and I can hardwire in. And in the first few days was good, but now it feels like it's the same thing. That's what I would say. But I'm done with Stadia from now on. GFN and Luna only. Yeah, I am gonna do GFN and Luna and Boostroid and XCloud and all those streams, so that way people don't think I'm a hater, because I'm not a hater. I just don't like people making dumb arguments that have zero thought behind them. All right, Google Stadia reveals October Stadia Pro lineup. So I went into Cowboy show. I agree that for somebody who is, gaming on I don't know, for somebody who's expecting like this PS5 quality off of of Stadia with the xCloud, Xbox Game Pass type of library, they would be disappointed with the games that came out. I'm not particularly disappointed because I thought Arcade Paradise looked pretty good. I thought the Slaycation seemed decent, but it goes back to one of these dark games that you don't always want to jump into. Cyberpunk 2077 is great, but it's also one of those dark style games. You know what I mean? Dealing with like, not just death because it's a shooter, but death as far as like, well, I don't want to ruin the storyline for you, but it's one of those dark games. But I'm kind of I don't know. I'm kind of relieved that we do have some light games that you can jump in and out. You know. So, anyways, I rarely get super excited about any of the games coming out. So, like Cowboy says, I'm too green behind the ear, wet behind the ear to make a good comment about all these games. But I'm excited for them. I don't know. I don't know. I think people read too much into everything. Everything. This means that. That means this. And the pandemic was was planned out, and it's always some weird stuff like that. So yeah. So today's rock show, he gave away a bunch of money. That guy's rich, man. I didn't enter it because I feel like I won a bunch from him already. I will next time though. I will next time. I should have entered this time with my luck going on right now. I should have entered it. I think Arcade Paradise is a good title, but we as a community need something bigger. Yeah, I get it. I saw your comment too on Cowboy Show Geek, and I think you're the exception and not the rule. Yeah, somebody that has all these systems and still enjoys cloud gaming. Um, because remember, there's no way I would have switched my gaming content, I mean my channel content to gaming uh if it wasn't for Stadia. I only started streaming, like streaming before that it was a bunch of vlogs and uploads. I only started streaming because of Stadia. If I would have gotten a PlayStation 5, then I would have had to get a car. I would have had to like, because you can do direct stream from PlayStation, right? PlayStation 5. Plus, I couldn't even get it back then. It was like $1,000 when it first came out back in 2020. Xbox Series X was like $1,000. I had the Nintendo Switch. I couldn't even get this. The only reason I bought a Switch was because I couldn't get it, and so I wanted it. You know what I mean? So if you look at it, Stadia was perfect at the perfect time, and it was a perfect promotion. 2 free months. Who's gonna say no to 2 free months? Because it wasn't free back then. It was free for the 2 months, but they didn't have the free tier. Actually, that's when they launched the free tier. Actually, the same time that I discovered it. So I think because right now the only so this is let me see if this makes sense. Because right now, most of the people that are gamers are the ones that know about cloud gaming, right? Somebody's a gamer, they're probably familiar with if they're real, like, oh man, that's another thing too, like gamer, what's a gamer? Somebody who invests a lot of time in the gaming industry is probably the only ones that are aware of cloud gaming at this point, which means that they probably already have some type of hardware they can play the games, and they know what type of games they like. So therefore, when something new like this comes out, the ones that don't have the hardware and don't know what kind of games, they have zero interest. I literally bought four of these when the premiere editions, when the 2 year hit, they were selling it for 22. I bought four. I had my friend that works for Google buy them and send them to me. I gave away three, and I couldn't find anybody to give that last one away because I don't have that many gaming friends. The three that I gave away, one was to a friend who has a PS5 and an Xbox and a Switch and a PC. He only pulled out the controller and hasn't played it since I gave it to him. And he's a gamer. He's like a real gamer. He has a Twitch channel and everything. Jabaru, Michelle. So I'm talking about Jabaru. He hasn't even touched the controller. He only plays Stadia when I play, and I haven't played with him in a year probably. So that's one. The other two are my friends with kids. I figure, you know what? Since they have a TV, not everybody can play on the Switch at the same time, so they all have Switches. That's how I got introduced into Animal Crossing. I gave both of them the controllers. I added my wife's account so they can have access to my pro library. They don't play it because they have zero interest. But going back to Cowboy, man, they don't have the interest in gaming, so even free doesn't appeal to them, right? So first they have to, the people that have interest in gaming right now already have something to game with. So cloud gaming isn't really a thing for them unless you just love the convenience, even if you have these systems, And so the ones that aren't aware of it don't even care to be aware of it. They don't care. You can make them aware of it. You can give them all the hardware, everything they need to play it. It's still not a big enough part of their lives for them to make time for gaming. You know what I mean? That's why mobile gaming is so big, because you can just jump in 5-10 minutes while you're waiting in line. And so that's why it makes sense that when those people that have the 5-10 minutes figure out that they can play a huge amount of the games on their phone that are meant to run on a PC, then maybe then it's gonna start clicking for them, and still they have to be interested in. Does that make any sense? You know what I mean? So that's why it's silly for me to hear. Silly sounds like I'm trying. I just don't understand why somebody who's been in the industry that long and understands that this technology is new, understands that 3 years ago this wasn't even possible, because 3 years ago GFN didn't have 4K, right? So 3 years ago this wasn't even possible, and they're the same ones, the ones that know about it, the ones that are in the industry, they're the same ones that don't have enough patience for it to build up. Look at cell phones. Remember the first cell phones? Think about the first cell phone and think about the cell phone now. How many years was that? And look at the difference. You see what I'm saying? Think about computers. Think about a computer 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and computer now. It all takes time to develop and grow and get better and better and better. And the ones complaining, some of this might hit you guys, but the ones complaining about, but we need more, we need better, yeah, you do, but not everybody's in the same. Not everybody's in the same space as you. So that it goes to perspective. You know what I mean? Enough of my soap opera. Let's see. See, Kai wants to. Hey, all you have to do is put the money up, Kai. It's easy. I put a picture with like 20 PS5s being sold in my NEX. Oh man, I get into my little soap operas once in a while. Michelle, did you miss my whole spiel? Wait, hold on. I missed a bunch. Sorry. Oh, Cowboy. I saw Cowboy earlier, but I didn't read what he said. Hold on. Now it's my turn to come and mess with you. You can mess with me all day, man. I like it. If you say the name, I'll show up. I said Cowboy 3 times and you showed up. That's what happened. That's cool. You won that game. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I just put it. I did max out on the points. So if you tweet this, or if you tweet that, or if you mention this, or if you comment here, they give you 1 point each. And I maxed out. I think I had like 14 entries. No, 27 entries. That's why. Imagine if Stadia dropped Hollow Knight as a pro game. Yeah, is that one of the next hypes? Yeah, so that's the thing. So Cowboy does have a point. I don't have a lot of interest in the game until I'm in it. I have to be in it, because you can tell me Breath of the Wild is the best game on the Switch, and I was like, okay. And then I was bored. I bought it. I played it, and now I agree. It's a great game. It's perfect for me. It's an open world adventure. Collecting, crafting. It's like an Animal Crossing. I always go back to Animal Crossing. Bro, play the lottery. I know, yeah. I'm killing it right now. Cloud gaming works. It does work. Yeah. And I'm okay saying right now, at this moment in Hawaii, Luna is performing better for me than Stadia. I still prefer Stadia because of the features, because of the library that I have, because of the system that it has. That's just the reality. I don't get offended when somebody says, well, Stadia sucks. Okay, it sucks. Don't use it. Why do you have to come and tweet about how much it sucks? Just move on. You don't have to convince everybody else that it sucks. If you think it sucks, and move on. You're not going to convince me that it sucks. It's just not going to happen. And because I like to push back, then I'm going to push back. Right, Cowboy? Cowboy knows. I'm glad Nintendo is in the cloud gaming as well. Stadia is a good platform, but there's more they can do to make it great. I'm patient. Yeah, so that's number one right there. Patience, man, patience. And sometimes they're gonna mess up, and sometimes they're gonna drop stuff that makes no sense for us. And sometimes when a new feature, we know the feature's out, and they don't mention it on the vlogs, it might be frustrating because they need to promote it. But you know, whether they're messing up or whether it's an intentional, deliberate decision, we don't know because we're not in the room. You know what I mean? So we just gotta be. If it fails, then hey, if you saw it coming, kudos for you. If you didn't, then too bad, man. That's what happens when you put money in anything. Anything you can put money in anything, and you win and lose. Nintendo needs to do better as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not a yeah. I have Nintendo. I like Nintendo, but like I said, I'm just not that interested uh in everybody else as much as I am in Stadia. Oh, that's funny. But settle for a new PC. A PC is probably more expensive than a PS5 if you want it to run the way you want it to run. A already exists. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for stopping by. What do you want to see Nintendo do? Better graphics, better hardware, right? Geek to Sneak. A little bit more open with their games. They're trying cloud, but cloud sucks on them according to the Nerf report. It's a good platform, but and actually I saw Cherryman Gaming talk about their cloud service. More they can do to make it great. Icarus, Metro Prime. Like when I like Breath of the Wild, but it looks hazy. I'm a photographer, right? So I kind of see when the colors are off or when it seems it's not contrasty enough. You know what I mean? That bothers me when I play because even if I put it on my monitor here, it looks kind of like that hazy. Most hardcore gamers I know don't know much about cloud gaming because they feel cloud gaming doesn't work as well as, but they're aware of it though. They're aware, they know it's there. They just have their preconceived ideas, so they don't try it. Where somebody who doesn't game at all has zero information on what you can tell. You can tell them, do you know what cloud gaming is? And just by the name alone, a gamer would be like, oh, okay, what do you mean, like playing on the cloud? But somebody who doesn't have any kind of interest in gaming and only spends 5-10 minutes on their Android device, it's gonna be like cloud gaming, cloud. What is, you know what I mean? It's not gonna be as immediate. The tech people are of the budget people are the games that the tech people or the budget people are, or people that are just is more convenient to them. You know what I mean? I'm the budget guy. I'm the poor man. But there's people that are gonna be convenience, right? Like Geek to Sneak, probably convenience, right? Windstar, that's probably convenience. Rock is probably convenience. He talked about it because they have all the other systems, so it's not a money issue, it's not a tech issue. It's got to be convenience. There's so many titles in their back catalog. Also give us 4K 60 at least, yeah. At least when you dock, right? At least when you dock it, be able to play, as high resolution as possible. But it's gonna be kind of hard to play to pump 4K out of that old Switch. Yeah, I'm a tech guy, so it all appeals to me. Yeah, Nintendo is fine. They just need more power with the Switch Pro. What's up, Cowboy? And Animal Crossing and Pokemon pulled me back into hardcore gaming. The Sims 2. That's right. Yeah, what is hardcore gaming though? Cowboy, is Kai a hardcore gamer with Animal Crossing and Pokemon? I'm sure Cowboy has his theories. Just a heads up, Kai. Cowboy's from Jersey, so whatever assumptions you have, be ready for them. Then it's not fine. No, mobile gaming is big for two reasons. One, it's quick on the fly. It cost effective. Isn't that what I just said? I think that's what I said. Unless I said it after you posted that. Okay. Thank you for not saying poor man's gaming this time. I like his explanation better. Crow Resin. Is Luna free with Prime? Yeah, if you have Prime, you get like 4 or 5 games you can play for that month, and they rotate them out. So you can try it, and you can plug in any controller. But it does work pretty good. Yeah. So 4 or 5 games and they rotate out, but not to go back to it, but Stadia has like 9 free to play games and like 150 free trials. You don't even have to have a Stadia account. I know you have a Stadia account already because I have you on my friends list. But there's 150. You should do a stream, Kai. Do a stream, and you can do a stream right off of the Stadia Chrome page, so you can test it out, and then just go to different trials and see what you think about it. You're welcome, Crow. I know that triggered people, so I'll only do it when I'm in a really silly mood, and notice most people are in that silly mood also. Can I show you guys my? I'm gonna show you guys this, but don't tell my wife. Since I am the poor man that Stadia brought in, let me make sure we don't have any sensitive information before I can. If I show you that. Give me 1 second. Since Cowboy, I'm gonna one up Cowboy. Since Cowboy was talking about all the money he recently spent, does it show it? I don't think it shows it on the app. Yep. You guys see that? Can you even zoom in? This stays with this. Somebody's gonna clip it and send it to my wife. There you go, my friend. This is the poor man's platform. So I do put my what do they say? Put or your something where your money is. Put your mouth with your mouth. What is it? I forget already. So it's not a money issue. It's definitely a convenience issue for me. Let's see. CMG with the Capcom's fault of Luna as well. Yeah, Chairman Gaming has everything. Do you agree that a lot of people watch YouTube as their source of viewing pleasure? So do you think it's okay if I create a show as if it was on TV to give viewers entertainment? Yeah, I've been calling my stream shows for a long time. Even like when I first started streaming, I'm like, oh, welcome to the show, welcome to the stream. But yeah, to me, this is a show. This is a show. People, we're providing entertainment to people. I'm not as entertaining as you, maybe, but this is what that is. And I think once you put your mind in that type of mode, then content creating is going to be a lot more fun for you, because you know that even when that counter viewer says zero, somebody's going to at some point is going to come back and watch the recorded show, and then you're talking to them. You know what I mean? So if the sooner you can get yourself into that mental state of I am talking to somebody, either today or tomorrow or next year or 10 years from now, then it makes it more fun, and it is a show. And I watch YouTube all day, every day. So I think a hardcore gamer is someone who plays a game hardcore. It could be the only game they play. However, I believe a hardcore gamer as well, aware of games in general, and they know the value of AAAs. Agree to disagree on that one, because it's Animal Crossing a AAA game. Yeah, it's one of the huge. Yeah, that's a good question actually. Is Animal Crossing a AAA game? The game that I put probably close to 2,000 hours, is that considered a AAA game? What's up, Sean? Oh, Sean, welcome, Sean. My brain is slow today. I agree. I've spent way more money on cloud gaming than I ever did on console. Yeah, like if I think about it, so I have like 220 games, something like that. So for me, if I would have bought a PlayStation 5 and then 200 and something games, even including the free-to-play games on the thing, I don't know how many thousands of dollars that would have been. And then I wouldn't have been able to play in my military training. When I did two streams off of, okay, Windstar. If you're still here, have you been to the USO? And do you remember how the USO computers are? The ones that they let you borrow to like call your family or email stuff, whatever. Would you be able to play any game at all on those computers? But I was able to do two full streams, one for my birthday and another one I forget. I forget what it was. Two full streams off of those computers with their internet on top of a mountain. I mean, it's just crazy. A hardcore gamer is a gamer who dedicates hours upon hours of gaming. Yeah, even if it's just one game. Yeah, I agree with that. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. Yeah, that's what I did. $1,600. Jeez, man, it kind of hurts when I look at that. That's why you can be a hardcore Pokemon player when your gaming hours start looking like work hours. Yeah, or more. Some people are insane, man. 2,000 hours in like 2 years. Not even 2 years. So it's crazy because I stopped calling my content shows and I started calling it live streams, and got a lot of people upset with me, so I decided to go back to calling it shows. They're shows, man. They're shows. You're an entertainer. You're making shows for people. They're watching it, and you're yeah, yeah. There's nothing wrong with saying show. It's not all real. It's a show just for entertainment. Yeah, but then like shows, like movies, like what was it? What was that show? Uh, it was like it had suicide kind of in the vibe was suicide. What was it? 13 Reasons or something like that. They got controversy. You know what I mean? Some shows get shut down for controversy, but as long as you're ready for the blowback, man. Uh, Animal Crossing is a AAA game. It's backed by Nintendo. Oh, okay. Is that how it works? Is it who the publisher? Okay, good. So Ubisoft games are AAA. What about that something of light? Something of light. Um, what is that? What's that called? Hold on, let me see if I can pop. Child of Light. What about Child of Light? Is that considered a AAA game? It's by Ubisoft. Yeah, I know the USO computers. Some USOs have gaming PCs and sections of regular. Yeah, so they have a gaming area with TVs, PS5s, Xbox. I played some on those. In fact, I was using somebody's account. They had the Ultimate Game Pass, and I was using that Xbox. It was the Xbox One. Is that the last one? And I was playing in the cloud, and it wasn't great, to be honest. But then again, the internet wasn't great over there. See, so that's another thing. And I know it's not a competition, and I don't want to keep bringing it back up, but I played XCloud on uh on a Xbox and a big screen TV plugged in to the same internet that I was playing Stadia with. That wasn't plugged in. It was Wi-Fi. So the PCs were in Wi-Fi, and those there was like 20 PCs, so they didn't have enough plugs. So all the PCs were in Wi-Fi, and there was two PS5s and two Xbox Ones hardwired in, and XCloud wasn't great on those Xboxes. But but Stadia, not only was I able to play with no lag, but I was also able to stream. So it's kind of hard to beat it up for me. You also would be dope to play cloud. Yeah, I mean I tried X, yeah, and it wasn't great. It wasn't great on the console. On the console, it wasn't great. On the PC, Stadia was great. That's what. In fact, you know what? I remember I was talking to when I did the Shades of Purple, and I said there was a huge gap where I wasn't gaming. The only time that I gamed during that huge gap was when I was deployed, and we had 24 hours. So we would do a mission, we get into Iraq, and then we would have 24 hours straight with nothing to do until we had to come back and bring the empty trucks back. And so for those 24 hours, we get in. We go eat this fancy sandwiches they had. This base was famous for having this guy who made some crazy good sandwiches free.
So we eat those sandwiches, we go sleep. I think one time I slept 18 hours straight. So I just got up, ate again, and then we went on a mission. But most of the time we get in, eat a sandwich. We do the missions at night. So I would sleep, wake up in the morning, and I go straight gaming for 12 hours, go back, take shower, get ready, and then finish do the second mission. And so I did that for I don't know how many 10 months, 20, yeah, 10 months. That's the only gaming I did between the Nintendo and then the Switch. That's what I'm about as well with my content, entertainment, and gaming information. Yeah, you're wild, CMG man. You're wild. Watch these videos, guys. Oh, yeah, I need to start putting all you guys' channels on here. Sent. You know what? I'll put it later on, but I'm gonna put all you guys' channels so that you just put your name with the exclamation mark and then it pops up. So it's easier for me just to send people over to you next time. Let's see. The cool thing is the blowback is what makes my content compelling. If I got no blowback, then I would look silly making controversial content. As long as people don't unsubscribe, yeah. Yeah. But that's what people like. Yeah, they like the drama. One of my favorite so I don't know, are you guys familiar with Terrace House? It's a Japanese kind of reality show. It's kind of like the real world, but a little bit more tamed. My favorite season is where they had a bunch of drama. It's the one right before the pandemic. They ended up getting production shut down. Too bad I didn't know you, Primo, a couple months ago when I went to Hawaii. My bro-in-law is actually going again next month. Yeah, man, I'm right here, bro. And now you know me, so Cowboy, controversy comes from you saying that you're real, then say that you're being. Yeah. Oh, Sean, don't start it. Don't start it. Because he says that like how it is in an entertaining way. That's what he's gonna say. I say it like it is in an entertaining manner. Hurry up and wait. Yeah. Hurry up and wait. I'm back. Welcome back, Geek the Sneak. I think Sean just started a fight with Cowboy. We're gonna watch that. Terrace House is nice. I like the Hawaii one. Yeah, Hawaii one's okay. People were irritated by the ninja guy, the sword guy. You're good at causing drama and capitalizing off of it. Yeah, and there's a lot of people that do that actually. Geek the Sneak. I hate to admit it, but those are the ones that are getting millions and millions of views from lovers as much as haters. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't even want to mention names because they're definitely out there in order to set stuff on fire. All right, so we're gonna go through see if we can find any of you guys' videos. Virtual Cloud is killing it, man. He's putting a bunch of nice videos out. I like his perspective because unlike myself, where I just call anybody that I don't agree with silly or I got banned from Reddit for a full day. Was it a full day? Yeah, 24 hours I think for calling somebody small-minded. So don't do that. Dread Captain James, is Google Stadia any good? Oh, 41 minutes. I would watch it, but Cheap Bastards Gaming. Oh, I just like the name. Cheap Bastards Gaming. Oh, he's live? No, he's not live. Oh, it's a stream, that's why.
I hope it's good.
It looks better than mine.
Now, I don't know what to expect with the volume, so I'm going to be adjusting that as we go.
Bro, look at that beard. That's an impressive beard.
And again, nothing is installed on my system. This is all 100% being streamed. So we'll see if this is any good.
783 subscribers.
And again, last time I messed with this, I didn't really have any intention of bringing this anywhere near stream. I just said, let me see what it can do. And at the time I was pretty impressed, but I also noticed that there were issues too. So
I'm gonna skip. It's just
right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think so too.
It's a high density muon beam. A Model 3 repulsor club. It's Tony Stark's first love.
I gotta get back to this game, man. I haven't finished it. Cowboy, I'm gonna need your help with this one. I'm at like 92%
be able to tell you
for that first. Let me see if he covers it at the end. Hold on.
I am I am shocked because the last time I had even this title up, it didn't look great. It was about a year ago. It did not look great. It looked pretty bad. So I was kind of expecting a train wreck here. I kind of thought, all right, we're gonna have our bottom. We're gonna have our bottom, but you know what? No.
Impressed. Nice.
Unbelievably impressed. Is
Dread
that
Captain
what do they charge?
Games.
Like $10 a month? I think they charge like $10 a month. That might be worth the $10 a month.
It's actually free, man. It's free.
That might in fact be worth $10 a month. If you don't have consoles and you don't have a good computer, if you've got a Chromebook and a controller and that's all you got to your name, but decent internet, that's doable. Doesn't have the games.
I'm more impressed by his beard.
Yeah, I hate to give it a chance. Right. I can understand that. But I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to play some, I mean, this is solid as hell. This is really solid. I would not have a problem.
I don't think I can grow a beard like that.
You gotta. I don't know, man. I don't know the scenario that this would fill, but like, I'm just trying to think of like, I don't have a PC and I don't have a console, but I want to play.
I wonder what would he think if he played it on his phone.
That's gonna work. It's free. Just buy the game. Right. You could literally just that's how we're. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. I had this game gifted to me, and I don't remember how I had it gifted to me, but I had it gifted to me on Stadia. I don't have a Stadia Pro account, and we're playing this right now. For somebody in the market, definitely a good choice for somebody. If it's $10 a month.
All right. So you know how I feel right now. I'm in cloud nine. It's nice, man. It's nice, and I guarantee you, he probably won't play it again. But at least now he knows that that's an option. If a viewer of his ever comes up and I'm like, hey man, what computer are you using? Oh, I can't play that game because my computer won't let me do it. Oh, you know what? Check out Stadia. You know what I mean? So, and that's how you grow. That's how you kind of, build it up. Yeah, people give him crap, but he's opens himself up to a share of his. That's my biggest praise for Cowboy. He puts himself out there, sometimes maybe a little bit too close to the edge, but he's ready for the consequences. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't, I mean, he can say sorry here and there a little bit more often, but I've heard him say sorry. So that's, some people can't even do it. Some people just can't. They can't imagine, So yeah, I like Cowboy, man. Cowboy's a good guy. Yes, Sean is my guy. I appreciate Sean so much. Like, I get hate, but do you notice I allow anybody to come and anybody, literally anybody. If you were in the back waving, you can come to the show. Inside joke. Imagine if I just talked trash and didn't allow people to say respond. Yeah. Did it really look pretty bad though? Maybe his internet wasn't as good back then. Maybe he was downloading something or uploading something and it was affecting his speed. As soon as my wife starts uploading these massive raw picture files to turn into like the customers, even though it has nothing to do with the download speed, the lag is just insane. I get 0.04 upload speeds, and you need upload speeds to be able to send the input. So yeah, that's why I told her a few times already, hey, before you start uploading, let me know, so that way either I'm done streaming or I can postpone streaming, because I'm not going to tell her not to do her job just so I can play video games, right? But yeah, even though the upload speed isn't super important on Stadia, it does get affected if the entire bandwidth, the 10 megabits that we have, gets taken up by, I mean, some of these files are 10 megabits, and you're talking about what, 500-600 files. So it's hours where I won't be able to use it. In fact, two nights ago, she wanted to finish the DLC. I'm blanking. She wanted to finish the Little Nightmares DLC, but she was uploading some pictures, so she had to wait, 20 minutes left. Otherwise, and I had to stop playing Cyberpunk because I noticed the lag. So it's a lot of the times I know for a fact that the problems that I have is because of my distance to the servers and my internet. So it's hard for me to hold Stadia responsible for my lags when I see Ray and SPG with like picture perfect 4K. You see what I'm saying? So with a beard and shades. Yeah, he looked Hispanic too for some reason. I don't know. He looked a little bit Hispanic. I'll be waiting to play with you. Yeah, for sure. I need help, man. I'm stuck on that first card, and either I got to do missions or something. I think Captain helped me out last time, but it seemed like he hadn't played in a while himself either. So no, somebody tried to tell him he had a sub, and he needed a sub. A sub. Oh, okay. I see you waving in the back. Come on in. share, share your comments with us. Oh, how's the weather out there in Hawaii? It's nice, man. Like I said, man. I almost feel guilty. Like last time I ran out to buy an air conditioner because it was just hot in my room right here. I got 2 windows closed, so it kind of doesn't help. And then I saw that same day, I saw that Northern California was hitting record high heat, like not world history break. Anyways, it was crazy hot. So then I'm like, okay, let me shut up and stop complaining about the weather in Hawaii before before you guys start unsubscribing for being such a crybaby. So N7 Spectra, he's a nice dude, man. He comes in here once in a while, hangs out. I didn't realize that he was streaming, that he was a streamer until I saw his avatar here. But yeah, he's got some nice streams here. Virtual Cloud again. Guys, if you're content creators, man, you gotta get on those shorts, man. It's super simple. Go to your phone, get a couple of your clips from the Stadia captures, put it on your YouTube app, make a short, just send it like that. Crazy, or you do like use some interesting adverbs. You know what I mean? Like a crazy. I literally said crazy rain, and it got 6.5 thousand views on a video from rain. So get on those shorts, guys. If you want to see your subs go up. So Rock's doing a show every day now, guys, and he's really good. It's 6 a.m. for me, so I've been trying to wake up at 6. I struggle with that because I go to sleep late. But if you can check him out, man, he's got some good stuff. And then this is streamed 6 days ago. This is that last week. I got to get into this game again. I like that one. So Kai, I don't know if you're still, oh, there you are. Can't wait for fall. So Kai, this game, the One Piece, I played it on Stadia. It looked really good, man. It was really nice. It's probably another one that I want to do. It's an adventure, a kind of looter crafting type of game. I like that. I might spend the $40 on all the Atari games, man. They're looking nice. I do enjoy the other ones that came out. So okay, Spitlings. Did he finish that one? This guy has all of his gameplay on his channel, but I don't know. Okay, he doesn't talk, so it's kind of hard to keep people watching if you're not kind of commenting. Okay, I think that's it, everybody. I don't see anything new or impressive. Plus, I think his what's that, the Force Cards Gaming show? I think his show just started, and I want to watch it. He's got an interview coming up, so let me double check real quick. Yeah, so he started. I'm gonna send you guys over there.
I think
He started already. I don't want to miss it myself, so let me edit this so you guys can direct stream to them. His shows are great. When he thanks Crow Resin, appreciate it. When he interviews Stadia developers, oh man, I love those shows. So I don't want to miss this one. I'm sure you guys don't want to miss it either. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I think I got 1 or 2 clips, maybe a rant or 2 for this one. So I appreciate you guys being here to get the kind of the energy flowing. Appreciate it. So later on, after probably his show is done, I'm gonna do a party stream with my wife. I don't know what game she's gonna be playing. I let her decide. So if you want to come back for that, you're welcome to. And that's it. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. Kai, hit me up. What do you want to do tomorrow? And everybody else, I appreciate you. Bye.